What if you want to shoot your own life story biography video? Is it super technical, super challenging? Well, it might be easier than you think with a few simple tips. And I've put it all in a free PDF download for you. You can just click the link below this video and check it out. You don't have to worry about taking notes. I've done all the hard work for you. So, first, you need to think about your camera. What kind of camera do you need? You know, back when I started in broadcasting, you needed $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 to capture decent video. And it wasn't as good a video as what we capture now on what we have in our pockets. These devices are amazing. So you can get away with using your smartphone or your laptop to record your personal life story biography. It's as simple as that. It can be. If you want a little bit better results, you can purchase a DSLR camera or even a camcorder. What you want to look for when you buy those is something that has at least full HD 1080p resolution. And if when you go to the store, the clerk doesn't know what that means, you want to go to a different store. Now, if you want to future-proof your videos, you want to shoot in something that has 4K resolution. Now, beyond a camera, you want to think about audio. Now, audio is super important. Your camera will have a microphone, and the microphone on the camera is designed to pick up pretty much everything in the room. That's or in the general surrounding. That's what they're designed to do. They're not dedicated microphones for an interview. And that's what you should get for recording your own personal biography or the personal life story of somebody you love. If you're going to interview grandpa or your great uncle or something, you should purchase a microphone. And I tell this to my camera people all the time, and it might upset some of them, that I value audio as importantly as I do video, because without great audio, your video doesn't matter, because it's just pictures without sound. And especially on a life story biography, if you don't have great audio, or if people are straining to understand what grandpa is saying, then it is really a substandard experience. So you can purchase a lapel microphone, just a small lavalier microphone for next to nothing, $20. And they plug right into your phone, or they plug into your laptop, or they plug into a DSLR camera, and they make the experience so much more pleasurable to listen to for the viewer. I just dropped my microphone. And you probably heard that because I've got a dedicated microphone that you're listening to here. If I was using the camera microphone, it doesn't sound so good. But it makes the experience so much better when you can hear clearly what the people are saying. And again, it doesn't cost that much. Another important audio reminder, make sure you're shooting in an environment that isn't noisy and full of distractions. And make sure that you mute your phones. So this smartphone, make sure it's muted, and everybody else's smartphones are muted or turned off. Now, next, lighting. Should you use lights? Do you need to use lights? Do you need to buy a bunch of lights? No. And yes. So that's a tough answer, right? You might need some lights. If you have lots of great window light in your home or wherever you're shooting, then that's a great scenario. You don't want it to be really harsh light, and you don't want any of these sort of horror movie scenarios, where it's just crazy, creepy lighting effects, on people. So you want to just watch out for really harsh shadows and angles of light that make people look funny. You want flattering, just soft lighting. So if there's a great big window somewhere in the room, that can be great for lighting, but you can't control the sun. So if the room that you want to shoot in is on the other side of the house, well, then there's not much you can do. You might need to purchase some lights. You can try some lamps. I haven't always had great luck when trying to use lamps. And I did that before I went out and purchased lights way back in the day. They didn't always work that great for me. But you can buy inexpensive lights, just like microphones. You can get ring lights. So ring lights aren't very much money, and they provide some great results. And even light kits have come down in price so much in recent days. So you can buy a 2-light kit or a 3-light kit, and they provide incredible results for your videos. Next, where should people sit? What should you think about in terms of the setting for your videos? Well, that's a really important question, and a lot of people don't think about it. So a big old sofa or an easy chair is something you might think, well, I want them to be comfortable when they're telling me their life story. But a little ways into the interview, they tend to get pretty comfortable, and you sort of lose them in the interview. And they might even start falling asleep. So a big easy chair or a big sofa is really not the best thing, because they can get lost in the interview. So honestly, a maybe not so comfortable chair. Think of like a kitchen type chair, something that's firm. Even the chair that I'm in is not a great chair for people, because this is the type of chair where people can rock, or they can start to sway in if they're not that used to being on camera, which most people aren't. So you don't want to put them in this type of an office chair that they can start swaying if they are at all uncomfortable being in that type of setting. And then you want to think about what's in the background. So you don't want to put them right up against a wall. That's boring. You want to have some depth behind them. So if you can, put them in the center of a room on that kitchen chair and have something interesting behind them, maybe something that tells part of their story. Like I've got some awards that I've won, some books that I read, on my desk behind me. That helps tell my part of the story. Now, if you want to learn more, you can download that free download. Just click the link below. And you can take my course. It will tell you more about my course as well. Below, I teach an online course that teaches you all about recording your own story, editing your own story, interviewing other people, and how to get to the heart of your life story. And if you want, I can even come and interview you, myself, and we shoot it, we record it, we edit it, and we make it amazing for you or your loved one.